Dear learners, previously Dear learners, in my previous lecture I have discussed about the selection of ornamental plants for institutional gardens and corporate areas. Now I am going to discuss about the selection of plants for avenue planting. So first of all, what is avenue plants? Avenue plants is a type of plant that is planted in a line along a road, street or path. The term avenue is used to describe the grouping of trees that form a visual axis leading the eye from one end of the road to the other. Avenue trees are often used to create a sense of grandeur and provide shade, greenery and connection to the nature in urban and suburban areas. Shade and beauty are the sole criteria to be considered while selecting avenue trees. The trees should also be selected according to the length and breadth of the roads. Now come to the history of avenue planting in India. Avenue trees has a long history in India dating back to ancient times. Throughout the centuries, various civilizations and rulers have contributed to the practice of planting trees along roadsides and avenues for both practical and aesthetic reasons. Here are brief overview of the history of avenue planting in India. Starting with ancient civilizations, the tradition of planting trees along roadside can be traced back to ancient Indian civilization such as Indus Valley civilization and Vedic period. Trees like banyan, peepal, neem and others were revered and considered sacred. These trees were often planted along roadside and near settlements for shade, religious purposes and ecological benefits. Then during Maurya and Gupta empires, during the Mauryas and Gupta empires, road networks were expanded and the tradition of planting trees along roads continued. The Mauryan emperor Ashoka, known for his emphasis on the environmental conservation, is believed to have planted many trees along roadside as part of his efforts to promote environmental sustainability. Then during Mughal period, avenue planting flourished. During the Mughal period, Mughal rulers, particularly Babur, Akbar and Jahangir, were known for their love of the gardens and trees. They developed extensive road artworks connecting various parts of their empire, and along these roads they planted rows of trees for shade, beautification and to provide rest areas for travelers and merchants. The Mughal introduced many exotic tree species to India, adding to the diversity of avenue trees. During British colonial rule, avenue planting in India saw significant expansion and formalization. The British administrators recognized the importance of trees for environmental management, urban planning and aesthetics. They introduced European tree species such as rain tree, gulmohar and others alongside native species along major roads in urban areas. The British also established botanical gardens and nurseries to propagate and distribute tree samplings across India. After India gained independence in 1947, avenue planting continued as essential aspect of urban planning and environmental conservation efforts. Various state governments and municipalities initiate tree planting drives along roadside, highways and in cities to combat pollution, provide shade and enhance the urban environment. Native tree species have regained prominence alongside exotic species, reflecting a balance between ecological conservation and urban development. Plant selection for avenue planting includes avenue planting in India involves selecting plants that can thrive in local climate, provide shade, enhance aesthetics, and offer various other benefits. The choice of plants may be depend on the factors such as regions, climate, soil type, and specific purposes like roadside beautification, pollution control, or soil conservation. Here are some types of plants commonly used for avenue planting in India, categorized based on their specific uses. The first category in this are shade trees. Selecting the right shade tree for avenue planting is crucial to provide relief from the sun, enhancing the aesthetics of the overall surroundings and contributing to the overall well-being of the environment. Like neem, known for its drought resistance and medicinal properties. Banyan provides extensive shade and has cultural significance. As one can see, this is the neem tree and banyan tree. Rain tree, known for its wide canopy and ability to provide shade, as we can see in this image, and people considered sacred and provides ample shade. This is the small peepal plant. Then based on the green nature, plants may be then based on their nature of plant, evergreen plants, trees for avenue planting. It's important to consider factors such as the local climate, soil conditions, and the specific requirements of the site. Evergreen trees provides year-round foliage, contributing to the aesthetic appeals of the avenue and offering continuous shade. The examples of evergreen trees include silver oak, features silvery green leaves and provides a dense canopy. It's well adapted to a variety of soil types and climates. The next is eucalyptus. It is a fast growing and known for its aromatic foliage. It's also a drought tolerant and often used for timber production. As we can see, this is the silver oak and this one is the eucalyptus. Next is cypress, which is coniferous evergreen trees with a tall, narrow shape. As we can see in these images, it is suitable for creating a green screens and providing a formal look. Next one is the Arjun tree. It's native to India with evergreen elliptical leaves, often used for avenue planting due to its cultural significance and hardiness. Next is mahogany. This is a evergreen with pinnate leaves and a broad canopy, valued for its hardwood and used in avenue planting for shade. The camphor trees has a glossy aromatic leaves with a dense canopy. It is also suitable for warmer regions and provide a pleasant fragrance. Then next category is the windbreak and soil conservation trees. Windbreak and soil conservation trees for avenue planting is crucial, especially in areas prone to erosion or strong winds. These trees play a significant role in stabilizing soil, preventing erosion, and creating a barrier against wind, thereby protecting the environment and enhancing the overall ecological balance. These plants include casuarina, which is effective windbreak tree with needle-like foliage, and it is tolerant variety of soil types and help stabilize coastal areas. The next one is bamboo, which provide an excellent natural barrier against wind and erosion. Rapid growth and strong root system helps to prevent soil erosion. Next one is the pangomia, which is also a drought tolerant and effective in soil conservation, known for its pollution absorbing properties, and shisham, native to Indian subcontinent with a strong root system, used for soil conservation in river banks and erosion prone areas. These are the images of casuarina, bamboo plant, pangomia and shisham tree, which used as a windbreak. Then acacia is also a drought resistant and suitable for arid regions, fixes nitrogen in the soil, improves soil fertility. Then maua is a native tree with a deep root system, effective in preventing soil erosion in hilly and forested areas. Then next category of plant which are pollution tolerant trees. Selecting pollution tolerant trees for avenue planting is important in urban areas where air pollution is a concern. These trees can help mitigate the impact of pollutant, enhance the air quality and contribute to a healthier urban environment. The plants included in these categories are Ficus benjamiana, which is also known as weeping whip. It is adapted to urban conditions and can tolerate air pollution. Attractive with a weeping growth, habit and glossy leaves. Next one is the amla, which has a botanical name Phyllanthus emblica. It is hardy and well suited for urban environments, tolerant to air pollution and produces edible fruits. Next one is the Astonia scolarensis, which is known as the Indian devil tree. It is also adapted to polluted urban environments, known for its tall, straight trunk and white flowers. Cassia fistula, also known as golden shower tree, is also a pollutant tolerant and produces vibrant yellow flower as we can see in this image. It adds color to avenue while offering tolerant to urban conditions. These are the images of Ficus, Amla, Estonia and as well as Cassia plant. Then based on the flowering trees of avenue planting, they are based on the flowering. The first in the category is Gulmohar, which is also botanically known as Delonix religio. It is known for its flamboyant display of red or orange flower. It adds vibrant colors to avenues, particularly during the flowering season, as we can see the red beautiful flowers. The next one is the Jacaranda. It produces clusters of lavender blue flowers in springs, creates stunning visual impacts when planted along avenues, as we can see in these pictures. Then next one is the Indian coral tree. It features striking red flowers arranged in dense cultures, as we can see in this image. It adds a splash of color and attracts bird and butterflies. The next one is the Indian laburnum, also known as amalthas. It produces cascading clusters of yellow flowers, creates a stunning visual effect and it's drought tolerant as well. Like we can see, these are the plants of Cassia fistula. Next one is silk cotton tree. It produces large, showy, pinkish white flowers with prominent stamens, offer a majestic presence along the avenues and attract pollinators. Next one is the crepe myrtle, which is also called Legistromia, displays cluster of colorful flowers in a shaded of pink, purples, white and red, add a pop of color and blooms profusely during the summer months. These are the silk cotton trees and this one is the crepe myrtle. Then depending upon their aesthetic and ornamental trees for avenue planting, the first one is the chambak, known for its fragrant yellow or orange flower. It adds delightful scent and aesthetic charm to avenues, as we can see in this image. The next is Japanese cherry. It also displays beautiful pink or white blossom in spring, as we can see in this image. It also adds a touch of elegance and is often used for ornamental purposes. The next in this category is Royal Poinsettia, also known as Gulmohar. It produces flamboyant red or orange flowers, add vibrant colors and tropical feel to avenues, like we can see in these images. The next one is the ornamental cherry. It produces showy blossom in Shady shades of pink or white add a charming and seasonal display to the landscape. The next one is the camellia, which is also known for its attractive waxy flowers in various colors. It adds touch of sophistication to the avenues. The next is dogwood, features color spreads and attract foliage, adds interest and texture to the avenue, especially in the fall. This is the image of a camellia and this one is the dogwood. Then next is the food bearing trees for avenue planting. Food bearing trees into avenue planting not only enhances the aesthetic appeal of streets but also provides practical benefits by offering edible fruits. Like mango, it produces delicious and widely loved mango fruit, offers shade and contributes to the local culture. The next in this category is jamun, which is botanically called Syzygium cumini. It bears dark purple sweet fruits and visual interest with its dense dark green foliage, as we can see in this image, and this one is for the mango tree. Next in this category is guava. It also provides small to medium sized fruits with a sweet or slightly tart taste, well suited for urban planting and offers shade, as we can see in these images. Then in this category next is jackfruit. It yield large versatile fruits with a fibrous texture, offers shade and as well as suited for tropical climates. This is the image of jackfruit plant. Next one is pomegranate. It produces vibrant red nutrient-rich arils, tolerates arid condition and adds ornamental value. Then custard apple, which botanically called as Annona squamata. It bears sweet and creamy fruit with a custard-like texture. Add a tropical touch to the avenues and provide shades. This is the image of pomegranate and this is the image of a custard apple plants used for avenue planting. Then now, what are the advantages of avenue planting? Avenue planting, the practice of planting trees along roadside and avenues, offers numerous advantages that contribute to environmental, social and economical well-being. First, there is a environmental benefits like it improves the air quality. Trees absorbs pollutants such as carbon dioxide and particulate matter and release oxygen, contributing to the improved air quality. They can also regulate climate. These provide shade, reducing the urban heat and island effect and helping regulate local temperatures. They also help in carbon sequestration. Trees absorb carbon dioxide during photosynthesis, acting as a carbon sinks and mitigating the impact of greenhouse gases. Next, they are used for the aesthetic and recreational values. Like avenue trees enhance the aesthetic of urban and rural landscapes, making them visually pleasing and contributing to a sense of place. Trees list avenues creating inviting environments for walking, jogging and recreational activities, promoting a healthier lifestyle. The advantage of avenue planting is biodiversity support. As they create habitat, avenue trees provide habitat for various birds, insects and other wildlife, contributing to urban biodiversity. They are also corridor for wildlife. Tree-lined avenues can create green corridors, facilitating the movement of wildlife between fragmented habitats. Avenue planting can help in the control of erosion and soil conservation. Trees' roots help bind soil particles, preventing soil erosion and improving the soil structure that stabilizes the soil. They also retain the water. Trees absorb and slow down the rainwater, reducing surface runoff and the risk of flooding. They also add economic benefits like increased property values, well planned and maintained avenues. Planting can enhance the value of nearby properties. Boost to tourism. Beautifully landscaped avenues attract tourists, contributing to the local economies. Then there are traffic calming and safety. Trees act as a natural sound barriers, reducing noise pollution from traffic. Tree-lined streets can influence driver to slow down, improving road safety for pedestrians and cyclists. Then the most important is shade and energy conservation. Like they provide cooling effect, trees provide shades, reducing the need of air conditioning and lowering the energy consumption. And they are energy saving. Shade from many trees helps to cool buildings, decreasing energy cost associated with the cooling systems. So, thank you. Son, then let's plant tree to make our surrounding better. That's all for the avenue planting. Thanks you all for your patience. So let's plant trees to make our surrounding better and breathing option.